Welcome back to the Kayla King Show. Oh my goodness, it feels even wild for me to even say Kayla King because I've gone so long as the identification of Kayla Lee, my brand. But I had this really strong calling, knowing to I can't explain it. It's like, I did not know this was going to go there, but we're going to go there because I feel like it's the perfect way to lead into everything that I want to share with you over the coming episodes. But when I separated from my ex-husband and I came back to my name, Kayla King, there was like a coming home within me. It was like, I came back home to my soul's truth and my soul's essence. It was like all of the fragments of me came back home to my true identity of what I'm here to do, of how I'm here to lead, of the message that I'm here to share, of the impact that I'm here to have, and of the healing that I am the catalyst for. And oh my God, it was like wild. It was like simultaneously, instantly, everything, it was like a coming home. It was like coming home to my truth. And I didn't realize that, like, I just didn't realize that taking on another name, I didn't realize that that was like losing me, like losing my identity and losing, it's like I'm getting shown the constellations of the stars. And it's like the moment that I changed my name, it was like it just the distortion and illusion, and it was like it's like what I'm getting shown is like it's like an explosion, and the constellation that was Kayla King no longer. It was like a distorted version of that. It wasn't truth. And the moment that I changed my name back to Kayla King after the separation and the divorce, oh my God, it was like a coming home. It was like the constellation, the stars literally all aligned back into the constellation of Kayla King. And it was like the prophecy began, the messages became clear. It was like wild how everything shifted within me and therefore in my external reality. And wow, I never thought that that is where we were going to go when I started recording this podcast. And that actually brings me to one of the biggest points that I want to make in this podcast is I am no longer the woman that I was 6 months ago, let alone 18 months ago, let alone 12 years ago. Like, I do not even identify with, it's like that version of me. I can't even comprehend that that even existed, not because I'm bringing shame or shadow to it or exiling it, because I just don't feel, I don't think, I don't believe, I don't hold the same, I guess, matrix of what is available for me. Like, it's just, it's worlds apart. It's complete polarity. It's not even the same. And oh my gosh, like, it's like, not only have I come back home to Kayla King, the constellation has been redefined is what's coming through, but it's like my channel, my message, my truth, the identity of who I am and what I'm here to do has come through with absolute pristine clarity. And that has taken so much shadow work. That has taken so many moments of sitting with myself, sitting with my shame, sitting with my fears, sitting with my guilt, sitting with my doubts, sitting with myself, my absolute truth, and bringing light to the shadow. It has taken me to really, really sit with the absolute grief of loss, of my identity, like the complete identity shift. It's taken, oh my gosh, it's taken so much of introspection, which has been the catalyst for my evolution and my growth and my expansion. That has been the absolute catalyst for me to fully step out into having this conversation with you, where I no longer identify with who I was before. Like, oh my God, I can't even, like, The work that I have had to do to even be here to share vulnerably with you, even the last episode, let alone this conversation, has taken so long to unfold, to become what it is. And it's what, like, I'm literally speechless. And it's so funny because I held this beautiful sacred business retreat, this online retreat, and it was stunning, like absolutely stunning. And this is a perfect example of how I no longer identify with, I just cannot do. It's not true for me. It's not embodied. I can't even explain it. I'm going to try my hardest to explain the quantum leap. 2 weeks ago, I held this beautiful sacred business online retreat, and it's free. And if you do want to jump into it, I'll add the link below here for you. It was extraordinary. It was an awakening and an activation, an igniting of your power, your pleasure, your magnetism. It's a healing of your inner child wounds to shift whatever the fuck is in the way that is stopping you from skyrocketing in your business. And it's a coming home to your truth and activating your portal of pure potential so that you're creating through your portal of pure potential, not from your mind, but from embodiment of what you're here to do. And holy shit, that was extraordinary. And the first day that I led this sacred business online retreat, I had my VA go through and create all the slides. I had everything mapped out. I knew exactly what I was, okay, that's not true. I knew a portion, I had a framework of what I was going to be sharing in all of these, the days, the 5 days of the online retreat. And day one, I threw all of that out. I literally scrapped all of the slides because I was leading it from a past version of me. And as I was leading it from this past version of me, I was stopping my channel and my potency and my power of leading that sacred business online retreat because it was stopping me from fully stepping into my power because the slides were restricting me. And that's wild because I've been a business coach for literally, I think nearly 4 years, leading online events and training and education and holding these beautiful spaces for quantum leaps in business is like my baseline. And the way that I've always led it is through education, through slides. I was just going back to what I knew as I was leading this sacred business online retreat. And then what blew my mind is I had to scrap that all. I couldn't do it. It was like my channel wasn't coming through. It was so clunky. And I realized it was because it wasn't aligned. It was no longer aligned for me to curate this beautiful experience to the point where I'm controlling the outcome. I'm controlling what I'm saying. I've got a script of what I'm saying. Like the slides felt like a box that I was putting myself into and the group into, and therefore limiting what is available for them. And what I actually realized, which was the most potent and powerful breakthrough for me, I was going through my own breakthrough whilst leading everybody else through theirs, was that I no longer identify with that version of me. I no longer identify with leading spaces the way that I used to. I no longer identify with holding education and coaching in the frameworks that I used to either. And that was wild. That was like wild. And for a moment there, it felt wobbly because I had to fully leap into the unknown. I had to fully trust in my channel and my connection. And I had to trust that there was a higher purpose. I had to trust that there was a more extraordinary level of expansion beyond what my mind could even comprehend. And so I threw the slides out, like completely, didn't even look at them. And then I fully led through my intuition and I fully led through my channel and I trusted myself fully. Even when there was fear that I was like, oh my gosh, what if I get this wrong? What if they don't get the breakthrough? What if this doesn't work out? What if I'm channeling the wrong message? Like one of the greatest fears that came up for me was like, I really value every beautiful soul in my world to feel so deeply connected with me. Like I want them to feel like I am sitting across like they are on one couch and I'm on the other couch and I am heart to heart, belly to belly, soul to soul. Like that's how connected I want every single one of my beautiful souls in my world to feel. And so one-on-one connection, like deep soul connection, intimate connection, is my highest value. And so the idea of channeling this level of connection and intimacy in a whole group just didn't feel like it was something that was possible, because I was like, no, my one-on-one clients get this. Like a one-on-one healing would get this. Like this is the level of impact that I can have in a one-on-one experience, but I can't channel all this beautiful, deeply intimate, connected experience for a whole group. Interesting, right? Because that was my mind telling me what was not possible. And I had this huge fear coming up. But instead of leaning into the fear, I chose to trust. And instead of letting the fear hold me back one-on-one, I chose to trust. And I know that the download, the channeled message of sacred business would not have come through if it was not here for exponential expansion and for illogical results, to be the catalyst of transformation. And so instead of leaning into the fear, I chose to lean into the channel, the trust, the message of the divine. And I chose to co-create from my portal of pure potential. So instead of moving from my mind and my fear, I chose to drop into my heart space, to drop deeper into my sacral, and to lead from there, from my absolute power, from my intuition, from my pleasure, and from my magnetism. And wildfire success. Every single beautiful soul that was there in the room had the most extraordinary breakthroughs every single day. And what I love the most is that every single breakthrough was so individual for each and every one of them. It was almost as if I was having one-on-one experiences in the quantum with their beautiful hearts and souls and their highest version of them. And so I had a huge breakthrough, because no longer could I identify with what the past version of me, of how I used to lead spaces. It's like now I fully got to step into my highest version, like literally what I teach. And it was wild, because it's like I'm going through in real time the actual manifestation of my highest version of me and my highest timeline, like right fucking now. And it's wild, because it's like one of those moments where you're in absolute disbelief. This has been my whole year. I feel like I've lived 3 years in 3 months, 6 years in 6 months, 12 years in 12 months, because I move with trust. Because I move through truth. And because I embody my highest version of me. Because I choose my highest timeline every single day. Whoa. So this is fully channeled, because this is not where I had the intention to go. And this is another perfect example of how I can no longer show up and be in this box. Like I can't even put myself in this box. And every time I try and write a framework or a structure, it's like it doesn't work. I go live, I hit record. Oh my gosh. I click approve to everyone in the Zoom room, and then all of a sudden everything that I thought I knew goes out the window and my channel just comes beaming through. And like, this is where the illogical results are created. Through non-linear action. Logical strategy is going to create logical results. But if you want to create the illogical, you need to lead through trust, through intuition, through your power, and through your portal of pure potential. You need to become the embodiment of the highest version of you. You need to tap into, to fully drop into your highest timeline. And that is going to require you to choose something different. You are going to have to shift from the shadow into the light. You are going to have to transmute the fear into love. You are going to have to step the fuck beyond survival patterns and leap into the unknown. That is the quantum leap, and not everybody can do it. The quantum leap is where you feel the fear and you leap anyway, because the trust that you have in yourself is far extraordinarily beyond anything that your mind can comprehend. Your logical mind will create logical results. But if you want to tap into the unknown, the actual quantum of your highest potential, like everything that you have available for you in your field, when you step into the embodiment of your highest version of you, it's going to require you to take the leap. Because nothing extraordinary happens in the ordinary. Like, let that land. Nothing extraordinary happens in the ordinary. Nothing. Nonlinear results do not happen from the logical mind. You will have to take a leap into the unknown, and it will be petrifying. And you will feel fear. And there will be triggers, there will be wounds, there will be shit that you will have to move through. But that leap is you leaping into your highest timeline. That leap is you leaping beyond the logical mind. That leap is where you land in your manifestation. That is the quantum leap. That is where you get to create your dream reality. That is going to require you to leap into the unknown, to let go of the fear, to let go of the holding on for dear life, the control to keep you safe because life has taught you that it's not safe to let go. It's going to require you to create that inner safety within your nervous system. To let one finger go, your second finger go, your third finger go, your whole hand go. And then you start to build this level of trust and resilience within you, this deep inner knowing and safety within you that you're gonna be okay. And so you have the tools and you have the nervous system practices to support you in every moment that you feel the fear, and you do it anyway. Every moment that a trigger or a wound comes up that would normally create contraction for you to hold on for fucking dear life, you have the tools, the embodiment of inner safety and trust to feel the contraction, to create inner safety and trust, and to still lean into the expansion, and to still lean into the leap, and to still lean into the aligned action that will bring you into alignment of your highest version of you, your highest timeline. You are not going to get wealthy as fuck doing the same thing that you're doing right now. Because if it was going to bring you wealthy as fuck money, then you would already experience it. So something in your inner reality needs to change and shift for your external reality to then change and shift. And this is how you create your dream reality. This is how you manifest your highest potential and timeline. Because you embody, you become the highest version of you. And the highest version of you has moved through her fears. She's moved through her doubts, and she's moved through her shadows, and she's alchemized it into power, into light, into love. She's raised her frequency, so she is no longer operating from scarcity, lack, or survival. She's operating from expansion, from vision, from intuition, from fucking power, pleasure, and magnetism. Her frequency is so high, she continues to rise and rise and rise above. She rises like a phoenix. Nothing is going to bring her down, because every moment of pain becomes a portal of power. And that is the fucking power that each and every one of you hold. You have the ability to transmute and alchemize your pain into power and skyrocket beyond anything that your logical mind can create. This is the quantum leap. This is when you embody your highest version of you. And through the embodiment of your highest version of you, you tap into the quantum. Oh my God, I love this so much. You tap into the quantum and you anchor in your highest timeline. So you too will also feel this feeling that I've just experienced of no longer even resonating. The frequency of the embodiment of who I am now, the frequency that I hold, doesn't even hold a resonance to yesterday, let alone Friday, let alone 6 months ago, let alone a year ago, let alone 12 years ago. It's because I consciously am choosing to embody and become the highest version of me. And through that conscious choice, I'm choosing to transmute and alchemize any fears that come up, any doubts, any shame, any guilt, any judgment, whatever is coming up that is in the way, that is not of the highest frequency and not in alignment with my highest timeline. I completely alchemize. I transmute the pain into power. I feel into the moments of shame, of guilt, of patterns, of traumas, of wounds, of anything that is in, like anything that is there that is not love, that is not a high frequency. I bring love to it. I don't exile that part of me. I welcome that part of me. And I ask, what is that part of me? What wisdom does it hold? What gift does it have? What is the lesson? How can I alchemize that and bring so much love and light to it? But how can it also become the catalyst for exponential expansion and growth? How can it become the catalyst for illogical results? How can I use that pain, that trauma, that wound, that shadow, that fear, that doubt? How can I use it as fuel to skyrocket? How can it become the fuel that's going to hold me in my quantum leap, in the void, in the unknown, in the uncertainty? How can I use it as fuel to create inner safety and absolute trust? How can I use it to anchor more love and power when I land in my dream reality? When I've created and anchored my manifestation, when I have fully embodied my highest timeline and highest version of me. That is the power that each and every one of you hold. And that is the absolute shift from where you are now and where you desire to be. And that is what I help my beautiful clients to create illogical results in all areas of their life inside of Sacred Alchemy. This is literally one of, oh my gosh, like the word famous is coming through here. Like this is wild. I channeled Sacred Alchemy, the framework, the matrix of Sacred Alchemy, like 2 years ago. And it's taken me 2 years to fully be embodied in exactly what I'm teaching. It's taken 8 years of moving through the shadow, like all of the healing. I mean, I've always been an alchemist. It's literally who I am. And what I teach inside of Sacred Alchemy is literally my life's work. But consciously, I was doing it for the last 8 years. 8 years. 2 years to fully anchor and embody with absolute certainty the power that Sacred Alchemy holds. Oh my God. Like, this is the catalyst. Oh my gosh, my throat is burning. My body's having like... my body is having a moment because I can feel the whole collective coming into Sacred Alchemy. And that's why the word famous was coming through. Because this is like another whole podcast, but like Sacred Alchemy is the rising of the new earth. The whole collective. It's the healing of the collective. It's the transmuting and alchemizing the shadow into light. It's transmuting and alchemizing fears into love. Completely shifting from scarcity into expansion. And through that, you shift your frequency from the lower vibrations, like your shame, your guilt, your fear, your doubt, your insecurities, not good enough, not worthy, never going to happen for me. All of those stories that you're telling yourself, completely transmuted and alchemized into light. And the more you embody, the more of a vibrational match that you become for your highest timeline. It is literally impossible for you to attract the same shitty situations that you are attracting right now when you have shifted it into like light. You no longer become a vibrational match for the past. You create your new reality because you have alchemized the shadow into light. You have transmuted the pain into power, and you no longer hold the fear because you have brought alchemized it into love. And the less fear you hold and the more love you embody, the more you become a vibrational match for the thing that you actually desire. This is how you create your dream reality. This is how you anchor in your highest timeline, by becoming the embodiment of your highest version of you. And the only difference between where you are now and there is the shift. It's the sacred alchemy of the shadow that is within you. I cannot even, this is what the podcast, this is the next few episodes, actually probably the rest of this podcast is going to be me sharing with you the depths of what I've had to move through and how I have had to alchemize. There is so much I've had to alchemize from fear into love, and how I've then been able to tune into the gift, the wisdom, the lesson, and then rise like a fucking phoenix. Rising like a fucking phoenix. Alchemizing the shadow into light. But the moment that you extract the lesson and the gift and the wisdom from there, you've just added fuel to your exponential expansion, your illogical results, and your wildfire success. That becomes the portal to you creating your dream reality beyond anything that your mind could even comprehend. Like, I am talking disbelief. Like, your nervous system is going to need to be regulated because you cannot comprehend what has just happened. That is the power of sacred alchemy, and it's beyond anything that your mind can even comprehend. And that's why I fucking love it, because it's literally like, oh my God, it is the portal to you experiencing heaven on earth. Like, that is the power that you hold. But I wanted to share Sacred Alchemy with you because it is launching right now, and we begin in October. And based on the experience that every single one of my beautiful souls had inside of Sacred Business, now more than ever am I so ready to lead this beautiful, powerful space from such a level of grounded, anchored, absolute knowing that if you are there inside of the room, you will be transformed. There's no other option. Transform beyond your illogical, beyond your logical mind can even comprehend. The full embodiment of everything that you desire in all areas of your life. Not just business, not just relationships, not just family, not just life, but deep within yourself. Because that's where it begins. You investing in you and your growth and your expansion is the exact reason why that ripple of growth and expansion will expand beyond all areas of your life. And this is when you become the most magnetic. This is when you have the power to change every experience, to create your dream reality. I am so excited. I can't believe this is actually happening. This is magic for me, to create this beautiful space, this portal of pure potential for each and every one of you. And so what I will do is I will leave the link below in the show notes. And I actually have this wild calling right now to even offer, this is interesting. The value of Sacred Alchemy is going to be $888. Wow, I have a really strong pull to offer it for $222 only for my podcast listeners, cannot say that word. My community is what I want to say. But yes, I hope that you have the most amazing day. I hope that you've loved this conversation. And I would really, really love, it would mean the world to me if you could send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook, because I would love to hear what your greatest breakthrough was from this conversation. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I will see you in the next episode.